So this guy got amnesia and forgot who he was for 14 years. Now the guy's name is Jim, and Jim is 50 years old. He's a mailman living in New York State. But see, Jim has a problem. He's kind of clumsy. I mean, he's always falling and busting his ass. Like, bro really needs instructions on walking. And one day in 1971, it all starts to catch up to him. Because he's at home and it's a normal day and he goes to take the garbage out and he slips down the icy steps and boom, he hits his head on the pavement. A few days later, he's driving to work, and achoo, he suddenly starts sneezing like crazy, and he somehow loses control of his car, and bam, he crashes into a telephone pole, and he hits his head again. The next day, he goes to work, and he's trying to be chill at this point, like, okay, I just need to not trip on anything. But then, I guess because he had hit his head in the days before, he suddenly gets all dizzy and whoa, he falls down a flight of stairs and bam, he hits his head yet again. And luckily, for the next 10 days, Jim manages not to get into any accidents, which at this point is like quite an achievement. But then he's out driving and he loses control of his car again and kaboom, he crashes his car again and pow, he hits his head. This time he hits it so hard that it knocks him unconscious. And he's rushed to the hospital and he spends 3 days there recovering with a cerebral concussion. And if that isn't bad enough, a few weeks later he has his worst day yet. And this day changes his whole life. So it seems like a normal day, and he borrows his friend's station wagon. Probably because he just wrecked his other car twice. But he borrows the station wagon because he's got to drive and pick someone up from the airport. So he takes it out, and while he's driving, his wallet falls out of his pocket and into the floorboard. A few hours later, he returns the car to his friend, not realizing his wallet had fallen out. And his friend offers him a ride home, and Jim's like, nah, bro, I'll walk, because it's only like 15 minutes away. Then, on his walk home, he starts getting this terrible headache. And this one's really bad, like worse than he's ever had. It's so bad, he's not sure if he can make it home or not. Now, let's pause this story for a second. We'll get back to Jim. But first, we gotta talk about this woman, Anne. Anne is Jim's wife. Anne is also waiting on Jim to get home from borrowing that friend's station wagon. And so she's sitting there in her house, chilling, and she waits, and she waits, and she waits, but there's no sign of Jim. And around 2 a.m., she's still sitting there waiting, and he's still not home. And remember, this walk should have taken 15 minutes at most.